And Stewart gets the first thump of the second half, but only as far as Bevan Hurst, who picks it up and handballs it to Paul Miller, running off the half-back flank. Little left foot kick towards Simon Connolly, and he's away on centre wing by himself. Drills the left foot down towards Troy Feldman and Stossick. Feldman puts a hand up. They both go up. Stossick has to try and catch Andrew Hawkes. He can't do so. Slipped it to Beck, who got it back to Hawkes, who got it on to Jason Carrington on centre wing. Drives it back inboard. Oh, the uncle by himself, Uncle Buck. Heath Buck on the point of the centre square. Look at Luddick by himself. He can still drill it. You can have a holiday there. He goes now, coming out Fairchild and Hurst. Hurst worked back there well. Bartolo does well. Now we can slip it wide. Messina, foot race. Massaro has to catch him. It sits for Messina. And he kicks it around the corner towards Lurie Stuka. I don't know whether it'll stay in for Lurie. No, it won't. It's out of bounds on centre wing.
If you're a coach, Laurie, what would you say to Heath Buck turning? He's back on the play.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think Luke would be moored, say moored, we could put him under the hammer.
Certainly copped it a bit. There's three of them down on him.
Boundary throw in, Stewart, Kazina. Kazina works to the front, Stewart behind, gets it to Smith. Michelson off the ground, Smith goes towards half forward. Bartolo picks it up and then gets ridden to the back. Should be a push. Should be advantage here. Pollard, it is. Umpire Zeljovic calls advantage. Pollard through the middle, can get it to Miller. No, he does now. He drew a player, which was Carrington. Miller running down the ground. He wants to go towards Illick on a long lead. Oh, look at that. That's a great kick, Paul Miller. Illick turns around. He wants to bring other players into the play. One of them, Shea Walker. He hands it off to Pollard. Pollard wants to get on the left. Oh, handball to Carr. Carr turns around, kicks the goal. Could have given it to Hancock. He just as well he kicked the goal, Ryan Carr, but he's done it. He's second and the 11th for Belpost Hill. They go to 11-1, 67. They lead Werribee Central's 8-5, 53. Lexus Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. That's come at the 2-minute mark of the third term.
Well, just what you wanted, Laurie.
Exactly that, Eric, and I just noticed all of a sudden there's a bit of feeling, a bit of passion out for Belpost Hill now. They've got a sense. They feel it.
I think the coach does too.
It's a bit like Werribee's trained all week on a real muddy ground. Their leg speed seems, they seem tired.
They're struggling. Well, perhaps the week's break has been just what Belpost Hill needed, Pete. In the centre, Stewart gets the tap down quite clearly, but well, Werribee can't take advantage of it, I'm afraid. It's a kick off the ground, goes to centre half forward, or Miller coming hard at the ball, and Werribee player down in that contest. Connolly gets the ball. Well, he's swung around three times. No free kick. Comes clear to Festuca. Runs onto the ball. Now on the left foot. Kicks it into the full forward position. Fairchild and Lee. Great contest one-on-one. Fairchild, the experience, does well there. Punches the ball to the boundary, and over it's gone. That player's still on the ground.
Heath Buck, yeah.
Heath Buck. It was just a one-on-one contest.
Just
there.
cannoned into, wasn't he?
Body on body. And ball out of bounds now. 25 metres from the behind post, deep in the forward area for the Werribee Centrals. Just in front of the scoreboard, which shows Werribee 53, Trail Belpost Hill 67. Out it comes Pollard, weaves, turns, handball to the running player there of Lurie. Away goes Lurie now. Drives the ball to centre wing. In front is Hancock. At the back, Bernardo. Good tap forward. Good defence, but Messina roving well. Gets it. Well, the boundary umpire has made a call on play. He said the ball was out. So it'll come back to true centre wing in front of the Social Club here at the St Albans Reserve.
Heath Buck coming off the ground and Good coming on.
That'll be a blow, Peter.
Heath Buck's taken a fair thumping today, hasn't he?
He certainly has. From the throw-in that's come to Feldman. Over the top there to Messina. Messina of Belpost Hill drives it forward. At the back there is Shembry. Over his head, runs back onto the ball. Stossick is there for Belpost Hill. Finally, it's Hancock. Having a great game. Kicked it straight into Shembry. Shembry picks it up. Oh, another terrible kick. They're under a bit of pressure now, the players. And, well, Miller, no eyes for the ball. Went straight up for Stuka. Allowed Hawkes to get it up. Hawkes has got the handball. Here goes Carrington for Werribee Central. Drives to the full forward position in front. Lee can't take the mark. Oh, it's coming to the back. The little handball to Foley. Foley runs into the open goal. And there's the response from the Werribee Central side. That's their first goal for the second half. And the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now. 4.5 minutes gone, third quarter. 9-5, 59 Werribee Central. So Trail Belpost still 11-1, 67.
I see Heath Buck just walk past. He needs that old-fashioned salts he used to give him, I think.
I think Heath at the moment. I think Heath at the moment would be thinking he's at what was said this morning? Welshie, Sabina Park.
Sabina Park
in the Dust Bowl. I think he doesn't know where he is.
He's facing Kirtley. He's coming in from the northern end.
Well, a little bit of a steadier there, Pete. I think the Werribee Central side, they needed that, and they did it pretty well.
Back in the middle, Stewart. And Kazina, umpire Andrew, to throw the ball up.
And I think the good thing, Howlett's gone back into the forward line too, and I think they need that.
Stewart taps it straight towards Carrington, who ran off the wing. Now the handball comes towards Delaney. Now Messina gives it to Connolly. Connolly gets it out wide to Feldman. That's Troy. He's got Hurst running next to him. He goes inboard now. The lead's on. Illick in front. Takes a good mark.
Yes.
Well, they're certainly missing Hallam, aren't they?
He's just taken a couple of good grabs. He brought Shea Walker and Pollard into the play the last time when Ryan Carr kicked the goal, and on that occasion they were able to set it up for him.
I think Bennett's a good footballer, but you know, he's not a fullback.
Yeah, he's a half-back flanker.
He's a half-back flanker.
He likes to attack well, doesn't he? Yeah.
And he's trying to play Illick from the back, and you can't do that.
Illick, well, that's a wobbly Stephen Kernahan punt, and he's put it through for one behind. So 1 goal, 1 his personal tally. He's ruining the scoreboard now for them. 11-2. 68. Bellpost to Werribee Central 9-5, 59. Lex of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 6.5 minutes gone. It'll be Roland Beck from fullback for the Centurions. Elects to go to the outer side. Good kick for distance too. Looks for Stewart. Kazina in front. Off hands. Carr. Oh, great little tap to Hurst, who lost it and then got it back. And then we'll have to be careful. Held to him, said the umpire. And it will be a ball up at half forward for Bellpost Hill. Stewart and Kazina. And Jason Festuka will sew a pocket into his back of the shorts, I reckon, because Stephen Leary will sit in it. He's that close to him. He's not giving him an inch. Falls towards Carr. He's ripped off the footy. Now that's a push in the back. No free kick. The umpire says it's mine again. It's inside the centre square now, just on the attacking side for Bellpost Hill, as we have a ruck contest.
Yes, Bellpost still going about 30 metres in that short foray. Umpire with the ball. Up it goes. Stewart again. Taps it out wide to centre wing. Oh, he's got Hawks given the opportunity to run onto the ball. Can he get there? Hotly pursued there by Feldman. Feldman too good. Gets it across to Pollard by hand. Pollard now on the left foot. Drives to half forward flank. In front there is Stosic. Can't take the mark ahead of Shembry. Oh, good roving there by Massara. Morley's got it from the... Well, he's kicked it. Well, I think he's hoping that he's got Stewart, but mark not taken. Comes to ground. Messina gets it to centre half forward for the Bellpost Hill side. Oh, Stosic, he's picked it up and off one kick. I'll tell you what, that's a sensational goal to Stosic of Bellpost Hill. Goodness gracious, he doesn't need much of an opportunity.
He does not.
That's his second. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, that's Bellpost Hill now 12-2, 74. They lead Werribee Central's 9-5, 59.
We probably use the word laconic for Luke Luddick. We probably use mercurial or something for Ant Stosic. He just
opportunist.
Opportunist, is he? Just doesn't need much of the footy, does he?
He didn't need any space there.
And that was a very, very handy goal. Matt Hallam's about to come on. What's the rule here? He's got to get it from the time.
Yeah, there's a red and green light up there. When the green light goes on, he's right to go. So when that green light goes on, Matty Hallam will go. And it's back in the middle. Kazina tried to tap it onto Hurst. Chopped off by Beck, though. Free kick here. Held on to a bit too long there by Kazina. And Roland Beck will take it. In the middle, just on the defensive side of the centre circle. Bernardo gives him a lead long from half-back. He ignores that. Wants to go towards Howlett at centre half forward. He goes in that direction now. Carr in front. Off hands. Howlett coming through Connolly. Howlett does well. Gives it to Luddick, but Fairchild backs himself. He reads the play beautifully. Handball wide to Nick Smith and Michelson. Nick Smith might be in the gun here. Hallam's got the green light. He's back on the field. Smith at half forward. Rolls onto the ball. And it will be held up at half forward for Werribee on the outer side. So Hallam goes on to Kazina. I think they might be changing that, will they?
I think he's just going to pick him up because he's in the middle of the field unmarked.
Howlett now gets a secondary tap. It's okay to the hotel. Carrington goes towards full forward. Lee. Strength.
Thank you very much.
Strength. James Lee in front of Fairchild. In front of who was that on the ground with him? Fairchild was a lot. Cameron Carr. It was Cameron Carr. So good mark, James Lee. He's kicked 2 goals and has a shot for goal 15 metres out directly in front to again narrow the margin.
So Hallam's gone back now, back to fullback, and
Bennett's
gone up onto the half-back line.
Yeah. It's James Lee at the opposite end of the ground with the footy directly in front. He's been kicking well in recent weeks. Definitely improved throughout the season. He comes in now and this time lays back and kicks his third. And the 10th for Werribee Centrals. They're 10-5, 65. They trail at Bellpost Hill 12-2, 74. Lex of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 10 minutes in the third term. Well, it's just about something's going to happen here, isn't it? One team's going to kick 3 or 4 goals, I feel.
Well,
we're going to get a run on, I think.
We're back to what you could normally say square one now. We've got all the players on the ground. There's no advantage to anyone with a loose player or anything like that. So, you know, it's down to the grindstone now. I think there's a lot of hard work got to go in the next quarter and a bit.
Well, Werribee still got Buck off the ground. Is Feldman gone back onto the ground?
I don't think he has, actually, Brett Feldman. Carr is still on the ground. He replaced him, so...
Yeah, but Buck's been replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still one of their better players off the ground.
Centre infringement there. The ball's gone. The free kick went to Sean Stewart. He's kicked the ball to a lead there from James Lee. He's gone high over the pack, taken the mark and landed flat on his back. Goodness gracious. He came down for about 6 feet, Laurie. Well, there's 2 sensational marks today. One earlier of Stewart and that one of James Lee. Pete, you go miles to see that.
You certainly would.
Oh, that's sensational. I don't know whether he kicked the ball now. That's the biggest problem for James Lee.
Well, I do think that is a bit of a problem with James. It might be just outside his.
Oh yeah, I think it's very, very close to
his distance.
Outside his distance. But as
Prove
you
me
mentioned,
wrong.
when you're around 50 and you've got the ball, the sore spots they go away very rapidly. James Lee now. Well, it's a magnificent kick through the air, and I tell you what, there's not too much wrong with James Lee. The mark deserved a goal, and that's exactly what he's done. He's kicked his 4th, and on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now at 11.5 minutes gone, 3rd quarter. Werribee Central's 11-5-71. They trail Belpost Hill 12-2-74.
Geez, you couldn't get a much better exhibition of kicking either today, could you?
Magnificent.
Laurie's happy.
He's certainly learned his kicking, hasn't he?
He shut you up quick anyway.
Shut me up quick. Well, I tell you what, I'll say it again if he gets off the mark, don't worry.
That's interesting because they've got Miller back on him now and Fairchild centre-half back.
Back into play. Musara taps it on. Carr has got it and switches play to the opposite centre wing. So it's on the grandstand side now. Messina leads Carrington the race. Oh, but it sits up beautifully for Carrington. When you're going okay, it's all right. And he puts it over the top towards Luddick. That's down the ground. Well, umpire Zeljevic said play on. Goes to Foley now. Is that a mark?
Kick it, son.
Umpire Andrew.
Yeah, he likes a goal.
He does. He's kicked 3. 3 goals, 1. He's about 40 metres out.
Well, he'll have to kick it because he had Lee in the goal square on his own.
He did too. So it is Warren Foley with the footy. Coming in, right foot. I think he might have
Threaded it.
Oh, that's a fair goal.
Thank you very much.
Warren Foley's 4th goal. He joins James Lee on 4 goals.
And we are back in front.
And Werribee Centrals are back in front. They're 12-5-77. They lead Belpost Hill 12-2-74. Lexus Wyndham 3rd quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes gone. It's raining goals.
The only positive I can take it out, Peter, is the wind's got up again. It's still a 3-goal advantage.
So they have to be 3 goals in front, do they?
Well, Eric quoted a 3-goal win advantage, and they're kicking with the breeze, and it's only a matter of points at the moment, so we've just got to hang in there.
But it really is a great game of footy, isn't it? Going from end to end, the ball's moving so well.
Back in the middle now, Stewart and Kazina. Stewart taps it down again towards Carrington. This time Messina might win. Carrington won the last one. Messina now goes with the right boot towards centre-half forward Morley in front. Carr from behind. Bernardo butters up. Oh, handball. Bad. Stosic gets it over the top to Carr. He likes a goal too. Turns it around. Good. And also Walker running back though. And Hallam is it there. Can switch play towards Nick Smith. It's a good kick. And he's at half back. He can play on quickly. Get it over the top towards Carrington. Messina comes at him. But it's okay. He's taken the mark. And he's at half back. Jason Carrington. Now goes with the right boot towards half forward. Howlett behind Fairchild. Bartolo off hands. Foley. Kick. Foot race now for Stuka. And Lurie, who's it going to sit for? Cameron Carr for Stuka. Lurie's there. Foley as well. Great play. Cameron Carr to get back there and hold it up. The umpire says holding the ball. Against who?
Against Carr.
Against Cameron Carr.
I think he pulled it back in. He had the chance to punch it away, and he pulled it back in under the pack.
Foley plays on. No, has to come back.
It's a fine line though, isn't it, Peter? He was making the play. The only thing he did wrong, I guess, was he pulled it back.
That's the rules, mate.
That's against the rules.
That's the rules.
It's a hard line though, isn't it?
Warren Foley's got it. He's kicked one from about 40 out. He's about 45 out. Better angle.
Straight through.
4 goals, 1. The coach has called it. Warren Foley comes in. He's hooked it. Just a little bit too far out, maybe.
Distance.
As Laurie would say, he actually stepped off his line to the right there a little bit, Loza.
He certainly did. As soon as you step off that line, you're going to falter.
12-6-78. Werribee Central's Belpost Hill 12-2-74. That is on the Lexus of Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard. 15 minutes gone. The kick in by Connolly goes towards Carr. Festuca goes up. Lurie at the front. Oh, roved by Crystalani. Finish it off. No, he's missed. One behind to Crystalani. 1 goal, 1.
We don't need this.
Peter, that was a panic kick then. He could have had time to settle
Yeah,
in.
he did.
It was like a talk lorry, isn't
I
it?
think the players around him weren't giving him the clear run.
Ball back at fullback, Scotty McDonald to do the kicking in this time, so they rotated around a bit the Belpost Hill side. In fact, Brett Pollard's done it most of the season.
Well, I tell you what, it's like Geelong and Ben Graham. You know, if anyone's going to kick out for you, it should be Scotty McDonald because he can roost the ball a mile.
Well, he's played on, kicked the ball to himself, and on half-back flank he's found Michelson, who can't take the mark. Festuca can't pick it up. Well, Festuca was being held as he was going for the ball, and on this occasion by Bartolo, and Festuca of Werribee Centrals. Outside 50, good 60-odd metres from the goal, has the free kick. He's going to put it in the goal square, I'd imagine. High in the air, going long to the full forward. Oh, high. That was Andrew Howlett drifted across the back of the pack on that occasion, took the strong mark. And, well, we haven't seen him do that for a long time, Laurie. Strong mark, good coach's mark on that occasion. And, well, let's just put it down, I suggest, because he's 1 metre out, directly in front. And Andrew Howlett of Werribee Centrals. The coach moves in, kicks the ball. She's up in the pine trees, but it is another goal to the Werribee Central side. That's their 5th for the quarter. Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now, 16.5 minutes gone third quarter, 13-7, 85 Werribee Centrals. They now lead Belpost still 12-2, 74, and last 7 or 8 minutes, Laurie, a dramatic turnaround on the scoreboard.
It has been, Eric. It's all been Werribee that put themselves in. They look dangerous when the ball goes in the forlorn now, don't they? And that's a worry. And that won't do Andrew Howlett's confidence any good. There was a nice grab in front of the pack, and
Won't do it any good.
Won't do it any harm.
I mean, it won't do him any harm, I should
Mate,
say.
look out.
Well, I just wonder, like, he all of a sudden he's bobbed into the play a couple of times since Miller's gone off him. So you wonder about that change.
Back in the middle, Stewart up against Ant Stossick, who's having a run in the ruck. Kazina's gone to centre half forward. Stossick now goes up early and gets it down. Scotty McDonald and Hawks run at the back of the pack. Handball by Hawks, only as far as Messina. And he can run away with the right boot towards centre half forward. Carr, Morley's across there, reads the play, gets a handball away towards Beck. Lurie comes at him, he gives it back to Morley, who's under pressure, gets his kick away though, over the head of Festuca. Feldman comes at it, it's over his head, coming through the middle. Michelson, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Free kick off the ball against Troy Feldman.
Yeah, well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
That was very, very silly.
They've all of a sudden become Festuca conscious, some of the Belpost Hill players, and they're giving him free kicks off the ball.
So Festuca's got it on centre wing. He's got Shembry running down. He's looking in that direction, but it's a poor kick off the boot. Lee in front, Miller from behind, pushed away, Foley missed it, gets it to Scotty McDonald. Oh, he's going to go with a handball. Now he takes a bounce and just steadies. Oh, he draws a player, handballs to Stossick. Oh, great play to Kazina. He's got Hurst wide. If he sees him, he did. It was a poor kick, but he's probably got a bit of time. Musara makes it up now. Hurst, oh, he's under pressure. Musara has done very well. Second effort by Robbie Musara. Stossick got him though. He wanted the boundary line. He found it.
Great effort.
Yeah, great effort, Rob Musara.
Well, he really didn't have anyone else there.
No.
You could see him having a look around as if to say, well, who am I going to give it to when I've got it? And went for the 19th man.
It was a great second effort there, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, to get up, yeah. So a boundary thrown at half forward for Werribee. 13-7 to 12-2. 85 playing 74. Werribee Centrals in front. Falls to the front of the pack. Nick Smith slung off the ball. Coming out, Feldman has to meet it. Lardick, oh, great play. Troy Feldman takes a bounce and runs. He can go towards Shea Walker and somebody, Justin Morley. Oh, Walker does well to bet in the contest. Morley tried to run through the pack, held to him, and it will be a ball up at centre half forward, just inside the centre square for Belpost Hill. Walker might do the ruck work. Stossick comes down now. Stossick and Sean Stewart to do the ruck work. And big pack around the ball. Festuca comes in now with Lurie. Thrown up. Walker goes up. So it's 2 against 1. Falls to the back of the pack. Goods got it. Goes from half back towards half forward. Coming out Howlett from behind. Good play. Had to be defensive to get it away. Kick off the ground was all right. Warren Foley coming at it. Cameron Carr. And he gets a slight little kick in for Festuca now. Can't pick it up. Lurie, can he? No, he can't. Held up. And it's still in the middle of the ground. And it will be a ball up. Umpire Zeljovic to come in.
3/4 time. Bellarine Footy League. Anglesea 15-16. Ocean Grove 4-6. Three-quarter time AFL, Collingwood 4-3, Brisbane 10-11, Essendon 12-15, a point behind Melbourne 13-6, and the Western Bulldogs 15-7, Port Adelaide 8-10.
Carrington gets it from the middle, goes towards Foley, shrugs the tackle and goes from 50. Wobbly kick towards Luddick in the pocket, gets a hand to it, Carr's there, Luddick hits the post. Oh, he's pretty dangerous in those sort of situations too, Luke Luddick, but only one behind on this occasion, 1 goal, 1. His personal tally, they're 13-8-86 now. Werribee Central's Bell Post Hill 12-2-74 on the Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone. Just have to hold them, Laurie, don't they? Really, Bell Post Hill. They just need to get some momentum back, don't they? Because they haven't got much.
They've got to start controlling the ball a bit more now, though.
Those flags are not flowing too strongly, Laurie, either.
Kicking will be from Troy Feldman at fullback. He's being asked to kick in now. And he goes towards Bevan Hurst, who can mark uncontested. He takes it. He's got Lurie wide. And he's got Walker giving him a lead as well. He goes in that direction. Walker, good mark.
They're definitely team tagging Stewart.
They are, aren't they? Walker's got the kick over the top towards McDonald, who sits in the hole and does well. Takes the mark, looks for a handball pass. Michelson, gives it back to McDonald. Kick the thing, Scotty. He can't. Michelson's there. Gets around and then loses it. Turnover. Hawks play on the call, said the umpire. And, well, we've seen Bevan Hurst take a mark worse than that today. But Hancock's got it. Oh, he's under pressure. Coming at him, Shembry. Carrington, turnover again. Short little kick to Nick Smith over his head. Simon Connolly loses it. Howlett, he can't pick it up either. He has to come at it. And he picks it up. Handball back. Mrs. Crystalani coming in. Stosic. And it's over the boundary line. Well, just a bit of pressure from both sides there.
Pressure.
Couldn't get a clear possession.
That's pressure. And it was a bit scrappy, but pressure.
Yeah, players sort of put the body on the line a bit, and that's what the finals are all about. Banner umpire with the ball. Almost in front of our broadcast position here. Good work there by Walker. Pushes Stewart out of the way. Beck can't get the ball clear. McDonald takes it off him. Taps it along to Messina. Messina picks it up and away he goes. Drives the ball to the lead there of Illick. But this time, good work there by Hallam back on at the full-back position. Werribee player got the ball. I think he might have got...
Yes, well, he's paid it again.
Well, I think he might have got hurt, actually, and couldn't get the ball out. Morley on that occasion, but they're being consistent. And it is Illick with the ball. He's 55 metres out, goes for the little chip past Hurst it is. Runs into the gap. And... he's going to be kicking from 45 metres. So
50. Matty Hallam.
No, Morley, I'd suggest, had a word to say there. And, well, umpire Zelcevic has given the 50-metre penalty. Hurst runs into the goal square and goes bang. So there's the goal. Hurst first for the day.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with discipline here, whether he comes and has a sit in the bench, and I think he is.
Yes,
Justin Morley, yep.
Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now. 23 minutes the second quarter, 13-2-80. Bell Post Hill, they trail Werribee Central's 13-8,
and
86.
Eric, I reckon Justin Morley coming off the ground is probably a good thing.
Scott's coming on.
Because Scott's coming on.
Yes.
Back in the middle. Stewart. Scott's going straight over to Ryan Carr. Morley's off the ground. Stewart and Shea Walker now having a run in the ruck. So they've decided against the Stoss experiment. They're going with him. Now it goes towards Pollard and Nick Smith. Pollard.
Yeah, Smith held without it.
Yep, Smith held without it. And it will be a free kick in the middle.
I think it's gone against him, actually, the way he put his hand up. Thank you very much. Gone to Smith.
Yep. We said that. Which planet are you on?
Oh, it said Pollard, sorry.
What are the umpires are trying to keep up with one another, are they?
Another 50. So we'll see how discipline goes at Bell Post Hill.
Well, there's a player coming straight off.
Brett Michelson.
We'll assume it was he who has committed the sin. It must be just language, Laurie, surely?
It has to be Eric.
I tell you what, Eric, you've been around a while, mate. What do you do, and he finishes that off with a goal, what do you do in a grand final if you've instilled discipline in your team that if you give away a 50, you come off? If it was, last quarter of a grand final and your scores were level and you're one of the better players and you had a little faux pas, what do you do then?
Well, I suppose if you're going to stick with the team rules, you do it, but
you run him off and run him straight back on.
Be a hard decision, that's right. Be a hard decision. No, I just wonder, like, when you make those sort of rules, you've got to be hard and fast, and if you're going to make one of those rules, you've got to think about the consequences.
Well, look, if it's back chat the umpy, it shouldn't be happening here.
No,
that's lack of discipline, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Coach might have changed, but that's a heap of rubbish.
Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, 14-8 Werribee Centrals, 13-2 Bell Post Hill.
Do you want him up there, Pete, or what?
Oh,
get in and get a kick. That's what you got to do.
Get
Don't
the
stand
key in
there
the
and
middle
worry
of
about
his
the
back, wind
umpire.
him up.
But I mean, the last couple of minutes it's been 50-50. They've both had one off for mouthing off.
We don't want a game, though, it's going to be decide on who has the most 50-metre penalty, surely.
Well, the other thing, sometimes the umpires are perhaps a little thin-skinned. From the throw up, Stewart gets the tap down straight to Smith. Smith on the right boot goes wide to the flank. Foley, he's going to be outrun there. No, Foley gets to it. Good, great shepherding there from Bucket. Well, no, that was Bennett on the forward line. He gets the handball over the top to Smith. Ball just runs short. Luddick has the ball. Well, what has he done? That's incredible. How did he get through there, Luke Luddick? He's a left footer. He's run right along the line between the behind and the goalpost, and he's kicked a banana through the goals. That is just incredible. So second goal to Luke Luddick, and the 15th to the Werribee Central side. Lexus of Wyndham scored at 15-8-98 Werribee, 13-2-80 Belpost Hill. So all of a sudden there's the 3 goals, Laurie.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry a bit now. They've got a bit of passion in the game too. They run all over the ground to congratulate one another. Look, this is a big game today, isn't it? This is where we talked about rest 3 or 4 weeks ago and what I do and what I won't. This is the rest you want. Win today and into the grand final. I'm
just wondering, Belpost Hill seem to have stopped a bit in the last 5 or 10 minutes. 26 minutes gone, third quarter. Stewart again gets the tap down, only as far as Feldman. He drives to centre half forward. Scott there in front. Great mark, Scotty. And he's pretty happy with that.
And Laurie's clapping.
Well, he always, one thing about Laurie, he compliments good play. Scott, he goes wide to half-back to Beck. Oh, he's got a player loose on centre wing. It's Massara. Massara plays on. The lead's up forward from Delaney. Well, the ball, the bounce wasn't too kind. But, Foley, brilliant. Runs at the ball hard. Picks it up on the run. Hooks it back over the shoulder. Well, the lead forward there was Bennett. The way he came out, he must have been pushed. But it's incredible. Howlett goes on the right foot.
Well, that was well done.
That's the place to put it, the head of the goal square.
He could have had a ping then, couldn't he?
He could have. Well, I think he might have, actually, being the coach. But the right foot brought it back into the field of play, and Luddick's taken a mark 5 metres out, 45-degree angle. He's already got 2, and this will extend the lead to 24 points if he kicks it. And he didn't. Very poor kick from Luke Luddick on that occasion, almost if he froze running in to kick it. But Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now 15-9-99. Werribee Central's 13-2-80 Belpost Hill. That's 27 minutes, third quarter.
It was top play by Andrew Howlett then, though.
It was the centre of the ball, yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I've criticised Andrew through the year, but I will say one thing, he likes to set the play up for the side.
Well, actually, I thought it was probably advantage over there because Bennett could have got a free kick for a fairly hefty push.
Pollard now from fullback, 15-9 playing 13-2. He goes along with the left boot looking for Troy Feldman against Beck. Tries to hold him. It's all Werribee. Hawks is there. Handball back to Beck. He's at 55. He tries to drill it back inboard again. Pack develops now through the middle. And that was Scotty McDonald. Miller tries to ride a bump and does so. Goes with the right boot now. Wobbly kick, but it's okay if it sits for Shea Walker. Does it? Yes, it does. And he gets back through the pack. He does well. Switches back onto the right boot. Goes towards centre half forward. Just tries to set it up for Hancock. Can't take the mark off the back of the pack. Carrington has to be quick. Carr just got him. Smith in front and takes the chest mark. Good mark, Nick Smith. Just coming into it a bit here now, Nick Smith. And runs on. Runs away from Hurst. Goes from 55 long into the goal square. Over the back. Touched. And through for one
well
behind
done there by Pollard.
Yeah. So a rush behind to Werribee Central's 15-10-100. They lead Belpost Hill 13-2-80. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 28.5 minutes gone in this third term.
Big quarter, 7-5 to 3-1.
Yeah.
I worry a bit when that ball gets sat in front of the goal, and I'm waiting for James Lee or someone to jump up there and grab that.
Well, Brett Pollard's got it again at fullback. He's got Fairchild wide and short. He might elect to go down the middle, does he? He does. Into an open space, getting somebody to run on it. It's Scotty McDonald. He handballs to Walker, who does pretty well with his hands. Goes to Connolly. Kick out wide. They just kick the space if they can't kick it to anybody, and he's done it again. Kazina's there, running onto it. Troy Feldman does well. Just a little toe poke in front. Sits up for him. Oh, good pick up. Handball. Oh, over the top to Carr. He runs past, gives it back to Troy Feldman. Gets a high tackle. And we'll take it at 50.
That wasn't a bad professional free kick. He stopped the run, I think.
Yeah, I think Scott meant to do that.
You took the words out of my mouth, Eric.
Carr goes long. Kazina from the side. Oh, he went for the soccer kick and then he dives on it, tries to tap it back. Bennett wants the boundary line or a teammate. Goods out there. Him and Illick go at it. Carr as well. Goods happy to see it over the boundary line and does so. About 40 metres around from Belpost Hill's goal for a boundary throw-in on the outer side. Half forward flank. Boundary throw-in. Stewart up against Stossick. Throws it up. Stewart with the right fist. Punches it to the side of the pack. Hurst, can he keep it in? No, he can't. And we'll do it all again. This time about 60 metres around from Bellpost Hill's goal. They're 13-280. They trail by 20 points. Werribee Central's 15-10-100. Now it'll be a boundary throw in. Stewart once again up against Stosic. Throws it in. Stosic from behind gives away a free kick. None forthcoming. Quick hands though from Beck to Musara, and a torpedo punt towards centre wing. Off hands Pollard and Bartolo. Howlett comes at it as well. Bartolo over the top. Pollard does well. Breaks through. Classy play. Takes a bounce. Take 2 bounces and runs. Tries to drill it towards Shea Walker and Messina. Messina says it's mine, and he takes it. He's got Pollard running past. He gives it to him. He's on his wrong side. He goes with the right boot. Back into the middle. Kazina can't take the mark. It's off hands. Coming through. Oh, that's a push in the back, isn't it? Yes, it is, says umpire Zeljevic. And it will go to Werribee Central's. Getting up. Kazina's not too happy. Roland Beck, have to be careful. 50 again. And it is Roland Beck with it. You can't afford to give away 50s.
Can't afford to talk to Mick, that's for sure.
You can't afford to talk to the umpire. Into the middle of the ground, Roland Beck's got it. So, Roland Beck with the football. Long lead from Howlett. He goes in that direction now. That's a great kick. But chopped off. Bartolo read it well. Can go to Pollard. Wide and long. Good kick by Bartolo. Pollard can sit and wait and take the grab. Can switch back onto his left boot if he wants. He's just holding it up. Who's he got? He's got Connolly in the middle. He goes in that direction. Simon Connolly takes the mark and runs on. Wants somebody wide. Feldman it is. He goes in that direction. Illick comes with pace as well. Troy Feldman can't take the mark. Illick against 3. Hallam's one of them, and he does well to give it to Musara, who sits for him nicely at half-back, and he runs away and takes another bounce. Takes bounce number 3 to go, and Stosic's following him. He handballs it backwards towards Good. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. He breaks a tackle. Then he runs inboard and then outboard past Stosic. Goes to the right boot towards centre-half forward. Howlett goes up. Can't take the mark off hands. McDonald, watch him kick this if he does. He will. Messina around the corner. Foot race, Bartolo and Lurie. Lurie's there. Lurie does well. Then he gets held on to Kazina. Handball was slick to Messina. Sits for him. Has to ride a bump. Handball back to Kazina. He gets away from a tackle. Goes to the left boot. Oh, just puts it pretty high. Feldman for Stuka. Feldman. No, can't take the mark off hands. Hawks at the front of the pack. And they turn it over. It goes wide. If it sits in here, it doesn't. It won't for Bennett. And it's out of bounds. Right in front of the Geelong Radio commentary box for a throw-in. Been playing 32.5 minutes.
I'm having a chuckle at myself here. They're trying to get Kazina off here. He gave that a 50-metre penalty away. He's been for 5 minutes. I can't catch him.
Ball out of bounds in front of our broadcast position. Walker and Stewart. Well, it'll be interesting. What way is it going to go? The decision has gone against Walker. It's gone to Stewart, a ruck infringement. And Sean Stewart of Werribee takes the free kick. On the left foot, well, it's a shocking kick. The lead was from Howlett, but the ball's 20 metres short of him. Players try to punch it through the air. Comes finally to... well, Messina did a great job. Got through the pass, and he's found Hancock on half-forward flank. Hancock of Belfast Hill has the ball. Drives to the lead there of Illick at full forward. Illick, well, he drops the mark. Good pressure there by... Well, to paint the picture there, Stosic has kicked the ball off the ground from 35 metres at 45 degrees. It's running straight for the goal and just went to the left of the goalpost. Magnificent. Well, I tell you what, he is a freak.
He is a freak.
13 goals, 3. That's 81, Belpost Hill. 15-10-100, Werribee Central's on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard. And that's 33.5 minutes, third quarter.
Hawks has got it now from the kick in. Goes wide to Verstuka against Lurie. It's over the head. Who's it sit for? Martin, Shepherds, Messina. Went for a kick off the ground. Verstuka's got it though and runs away. Gets a torpedo punt towards half forward. Cameron Carr running back with a flight of the footy. Coming out James Lee. Sits for him nicely. Gives it to Luddick on the left foot. Kick around the corner. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to bounce out of bounds. And it is out. And the boundary umpire will have to make up a bit of ground there because they moved it pretty swiftly.
Three-quarter time, GFL St Joseph's 12-6, Lara 8-5.
There's a siren for three-quarter time here at St Albans, and it is Werribee Central's 15-10-100, and they lead the Belpost Hill side 13-381 in that third term. It was 7 goals 5 to Werribee Central's and 3 goals 2 to Belpost Hill to turn an 8-point half-time deficit into a 19-point three-quarter time lead. The goal kickers to three-quarter time, 4 each to Warren Foley and James Lee, and 2 each to Nick Smith and Luke Luddick. Singles to Heath Buck, Andrew Howlett and Chris Delaney while for Belpost Hill, 3 to Mark Hancock, 2 to Ant Stossick, 2 to Ryan Carr, and singles to Ange Messina, Bevan Hurst, Scott McDonald, Brett Felbin, Mick Gillick and Stephen Lurie.